The Department of Transportation is reporting that just about all of the roads in our area are seeing scattered snow and ice-covered conditions tonight. And that makes our roads report from MDT's 511 map pretty easy to cover. Of course, as we cool down, any water on the road is going to be refreezing. It's a good idea to have an emergency kit in your car with warm clothes or a blanket, jumper cables if your battery dies, and a reliable means of communication if you need emergency service. Wherever you're traveling tonight and tomorrow, just anticipate the changing conditions. Please be prepared for them. Highway Patrol says if you don't have to get out tonight or tomorrow, stay in. Well, when roads are closed and law enforcement recommends staying off the roads, our first responders are still out answering our urgent calls. Well, Ren Wadsworth spoke with some of these professionals to learn more about their job and how they do it during winter months.
Worsening winter conditions can quickly lead to accidents, but how does it treat those tasked with responding to emergencies?
Especially when we get snow and cold weather, it slows us down just like it does everybody else.
Despite the operational slowdown, Operations Manager for Billings AMR Brian Hansen says the need for their responders becomes all that more serious. He explains that while they don't see an increase in calls, the calls they do receive are more difficult and more time constraining. During the first days of winter storms is when Montana Highway Patrol sees a higher volume of calls than usual. Over this past weekend, MHP reported responding to over 500 accidents, all while battling the intense winter weather.
Being out working in these type of conditions, it is difficult. As you could imagine, our men and women are dealing with a multitude of different things. But then you're sitting there freezing, no matter how tough you might be. When it's 40 below, it's freezing.
All year long, both AMR and MHP are training their responders, so they are prepared to drive in poor conditions to deliver the help many desperately need. With the increase of challenges that come in the winter months, both agencies believe there are things civilians can do to help make their day-to-day a bit easier.
One of the biggest things is, making sure your sidewalks are cleared, driveways are cleared, so we can get our equipment, our stretchers and things like that up to the house easier, and that saves us time getting to the patient and taking care of the patient.
Hansen also says you can help responders by taking steps to prevent your need for their help. Moving with caution and direction anytime you're outdoors can help prevent calls for minor falls to major car accidents. Hansen and Sergeant Nelson say to stay aware of your surroundings and recommend the best way to avoid a call to AMR or MDT is by staying inside when weather is adverse. By giving first responders space wherever they need, and especially in inclement weather like this, you give them room to respond and increase the chances of everyone going home. Ren Wadsworth, Nonstop Local.
And that is the most important thing. Ren Wadsworth, thank you very much.